Hello, welcome back to The Witcher 3. It's me, aproustian, and I am here following the Duchess, Anna Henrietta. Kane, my cat, is knocking stuff over. Alright, I don't know if you heard that rumble or not, but if you did, that was why. And we are here to find a man dressed as a rabbit to save him from being murdered. See how this goes.
On second thought, through here. I shall show you where the hunt plays out. Then we will split up. You will get hold of the unicorn horn and the golden fish. While I nab the phoenix egg. That will be quickest.
Sure, golden fish.
Golden fish. Do I need a rod or a net?
Please, Geralt. It's not a real fish. Look there, towards the water. See the lights? The hunters are trying to hook the fish from boats. You must simply dive in and find it.
Can do.
The unicorn. How do I catch it?
It's terribly skittish, true, but I'm sure you will find a way to earn its trust. It runs around over there, look.
The
golden
I
fish
see.
and the horn both contain things or clues that will help us find Milton. Once you have fish and horn, find me among the other phoenix egg hunters. All clear? Then let's get to it.
Okay. You know, the traditional way of earning a unicorn's trust is to be a virginal woman, and so I might have a little bit of trouble with that as Geralt. You know, it's all good. I'll find some other way. Maybe my Jedi mind trick. I like this windy hillside path. I don't know, just the design of these gardens is kind of cool. So I think that it really is the specific shade of blue that they are using for the sky and hills that makes this place seem so beautiful, but in an otherworldly way. Like, oh, and then that orange. Oh, it's so pretty. It gives it a more painterly feel, I guess, like more stylized, but it's wonderful. It's really nice because it feels so distinct from the other places that I've been to, and it really fits the mood of the place. Like, this is supposed to be like fairy tale land, you know?
Perhaps an apple will work. Or some sweets.
We would not be in this predicament, dear sister, were you still a virgin.
Do you really wish to have this conversation again? Here and now?
Hush, or you'll spook the beast.
It's not a real unicorn. It doesn't actually
Hey,
know
folks,
about the
gonna have to ruin your
virgins.
fun. Sorry.
Who's that?
It's not gonna be that easy. Geralt, you dork. Of course it's not that easy. Okay, I gotta find a treat for the unicorn. Delightful. Probably not those. I still think Axie would have
Like
helped.
unicorns. Rainbows, little girls, sweets maybe.
I have a new quest item. Prepare it. Okay. Take the cookie to the unicorn to earn its trust. Okay, so shoot, I go to my inventory. Oh, because I stole your cake, you're gonna call the guards? Yeah, okay, that's fair enough. Shows that it's already there. I always forget. How did they say to use it? Oh.
Crispy apple. Should like that like any other damn horse.
Yeah, I think the apple's a better idea.
Cold game's not likely to tempt a unicorn.
Yeah. Alright. So let's see. I'm gonna try the apple first, because it is actually just a horse. Oh, they're not letting me walk fast. Must walk very slowly, which is fine. Oh, I love it. Quote unquote
An
unicorn.
apple. Yum yum.
Here you go, have an apple. Let me grab this horn.
Easy.
Okay.
Gardens are huge. Be better off on horseback.
Hell yeah.
Faster.
You say you'll be better off on horseback. I can't find the road. Is it here? Yes. Slower, faster. Listen, I don't know where I'm going. I'm hoping I can get there from here. Good. Oh, it's so pretty.
Golden fish should be easy to spot once I'm under. Slower.
Okay.
Do you think I don't know it's positively useless? She can't possibly.
Oops, excuse me.
They say
Boop.
Did someone just dive in the water? Perhaps that's the way to do it.
Sure, if you're a peasant.
If you're a peasant. Candy. Oh, well. Toffee. Hey, I'm not being attacked by stuff while I'm under here. It's kind of great. Nonetheless, I am going to get my breath back and then keep looking. I guess I could find that orca potion, but this is fine. But I do need to find more things to check. Ooh, I don't think I've looked at this one. Coffee. Ooh, you look kind of golden. Oh, did somebody catch it?
Hey, wait. Stop. It's important.
How am I gonna get the fish from somebody else who already has it, though? Seems unlikely.
Cormorant, sire, accept this offering we bring. Prithee cast upon us your merciful eye and bear before us its secrets.
As the moon is heavenly coursed of trace, in my domain I await that moment of grace, when a soul of good or ill repute brings me a gift, fitting tribute.
Geralt, you're ruining the game. It's just so funny because...
He's ruined the game!
Right? I have definitely disgracefully ruined the game. It's so funny. He's not even trying to, like, pretend to not ruin the game. But, like, a man's life is in danger. So, it makes sense. It's just really funny to me. They're all, like... They all just seem like very sensitive people, and Geralt comes in and just steps on the fish. Oh, amazing.
She can't possibly see a thing.
What precisely is
An axe.
Hello, my new best friend.
Let's go.
Yeah, okay, so back up the way we came.
Yes, yes, no Miltons could help.
Sorry. So sorry.
Truly, to send a witcher against the beast. It's as if one sought to trick the clap with crabs. But your grace,
No buts.
I wish
I think I just got called an STD.
If you please, Your Grace.
We do not please. We act out of the highest necessity. All shall be explained later.
But it's against the rules.
I am the rules.
Sorry, people, the game is ruined.
Geralt! At last.
Got a key and a clue.
And I've another. Show me yours.
Everybody
Short
works
is
so
driven.
hard.
Begin like a groan, hollowed out with ease, then end like a mouse with a head of hard cheese.
Oh my god. Like a groan, hollowed out with ease. Mouse. Why would it be a greenhouse? I can see the cave from like the groan, maybe. And the pantry, like the mouse. A greenhouse. Why would it be a greenhouse? Oof. I'm gonna guess at first. It feels
See.
nonsensical.
Grown. With ease gives us green, right? And mouse with the head of hard cheese. Greenhouse.
You're a genius.
Aha!
Several greenhouses in the gardens, indeed. But only one with locks, the key to which looks just like the one we found.
Greenhouse it is then. Let's go. Wait here.
Well, shit. That looked a lot more like a person than it did a beast. But some beasts look like people. Whoa! Did you see him? He like disappeared into smoke for a moment.
What was
And
that?
he definitely seems to have claws. Oh, damn, you're cool. You know, not nearly as graceful, but he got the job done. Well, now we've seen this beast. Ooh, I am intrigued. Is he even still in
I'm
here?
here.
Oh, I guess he is.
This belonged to you, maybe?
It did, but you may keep it. I've a new one. I do not know you. I've done you no harm. Yet first you butchered a Bruxer who was dear to me. Now you pursue me. Why?
You've killed 4 innocent people, at least.
And you? How many innocents have you cut down?
Yeah, I mean, this conversation's not about him. I feel like Geralt tries to avoid cutting down innocents. I don't know.
Not here to talk about me.
Yet that is exactly what we are doing. So, did they send you after me? Who are they?
What do you mean, they? Duchess hired me. You've been murdering her subjects.
Is it as simple as that? I would ask you to convey to the Duchess that I've but one victim left, but you'll not get the chance.
Ooh. Are we gonna fight here? Wow. Ah, fuck. Okay. He seems very vampire-like. Jesus. So, just a second. Let's do this again real quick. I think he's probably a vampire, so I'll probably want vampire oil. But it's not a draconid. Not an elemental. I guess it could be a necrophage of some kind, but I don't think so. Those are generally not smart. Relics, probably. Yeah, either a vampire or relic. Oh, this one in particular. Interesting. Sylvan's the caretaker. Oh, specters. Vampires. Wait. Brooks, okay. Did I just miss it, or is he not in here? Shit. He might not be in here. Okay. Yeah, I might die here. Let's see if I can avoid. Maybe it's a scripted death. Okay. Oh, what?
You want to stay where you are. Regenerate.
I know you're in trouble. I can help.
I'll help myself.
What is with these people?
No, he's my friend.
Jesus. What the fuck?
Yes, Geralt, it's me.
Who?
Regis? You alright?
All is well. All's in order. Wounds such as these heal on vampires in moments. But we've not seen one another in ages, my friend. At least in human terms, that is.
How's this even possible? Last I saw you...
I was a bubbling, shapeless smear, having been rather spectacularly melted into a column of a certain castle. In somewhat better shape now, as you can see. Hardly peak form, mind you, but were I human, folk would think me a demigod, I dare say.
I'm sorry. What happened? It was my fault. Never got a chance to apologize.
No need, Geralt. Bygones. I did not have to join you on that expedition. No one twisted my arm.
What even... Okay, old vampire friend. Sure.
Miraculous regeneration. How do you manage it?
I had help. From the one you hunt.
Him? How? And what have you been doing all these years?
Not the time nor place for such stories. I suspect we'll get a chance to speak at ease and at length later. Now, however, we must deal with the reason that brought us both here.
Yeah, what about this dude?
Local serial killer seems to obey you. Maybe you could talk him out of it, convince him to stop murdering.
Why do you think that? It shall not be easy, as Dettlaff can be rather stubborn. Though you must certainly recall that neither do I surrender readily.
So that's his name. He's your friend?
You might call it that. Though Dettlaff is... how would you humans put it? More bestial than I am. But not to worry. I'm working on him.
Haven't exactly done a great job with that. He's killed one knight since I got here. At least 3 others before I arrived.
For good reason, I'm sure. Understand, Dettlaff is not some decadent shit who kills for sport, or to assuage a dryness of throat or a dullness of mood.
Seem pretty damn sure of that.
I am, because I know him very well. Despite appearances to the contrary, you two are quite alike. You've both noble hearts, yet you both are wont to perform ignoble deeds. When circumstances force you to, of course. Remember the year 964?
No.
That was 3 centuries ago.
Blind fear gripped Rivia, Lyria, and Spala. Women and children were dying. Their mutilated, dismembered corpses littered the fields.
Brute of Lyria. Read about it. Chewed up almost 200, then fell to a common poacher supposedly armed with a dagger blessed by some prophet.
It fell to Dettlaff, who then found a poacher asleep in the brush near his snares and dropped the fiend's corpse at his feet. And thus, a legend was born.
Vampires rarely help humans. Must have had his own agenda, hunting the beast.
You err. He slew it for one reason alone. The monster killed a lad who once, in the street, had offered Dettlaff an apple, expecting nothing in return.
Terribly noble of him.
You do not have a monopoly on altruism, my friend. Vilgefortz melted my body. Dettlaff found what was left. As per our codex, he had a choice. To leave me where I was, or to care for me and nurture my remains. He chose the latter. Regenerated me at no small expense in his own blood. Do you know what that means to a vampire? The gravity of the endeavor?
Probably same thing it means to a human. You owe him your life.
Much more than that. The act itself made us blood brethren. A bond so strong humans cannot even imagine. Which is why I know something ill is afoot.
Always had an overdeveloped sense of empathy.
Each vampire has a unique talent. One they hone over centuries. It's precisely what renders us so difficult to classify. Dettlaff's trump card is his herd instinct, his tribal propensity. In point of fact, he prefers the company of lesser vampires and shuns that of humans. If he walks among you, killing egregiously, it can only mean something's upset him immensely.
Anything specific? Some set of things that'd be likely to set him off?
How should I say this? Dettlaff doesn't understand men, their world, its rules, its conventions. He's naive in a sense. He doesn't comprehend your games, knows not what it means to lie, deceive.
Suggesting he's maladjusted, venting his rage.
I'm suggesting maladjustment can at times breed conflict. But is it the case this time? I cannot say, but intend to find out.
Gotta find him, before something upsets him even more, and all Beauclair is awash with blood.
Well, we share a cause then, just like the old days.
Not entirely. I mean, when I find him, you know.
I know you've a contract on his head. Yet your true task is to stop the beast killing, not necessarily to kill the beast, am I right?
All in all, sure.
Let us find him. By the time we do, I hope I'll have convinced you Dettlaff is no monster.
Fine, all right already. But for now, evidence is stacking up against him.
Hear that?
The posse. Knights must have tracked me here.
I'd prefer they not find me here. I've makeshift quarters at Mère Lachaise Long Cemetery. We'll meet there.
See you.
That is a pretty cool vampire ability.
Witcher, we flew here as fast as our courses would carry us. Yet I fear we're late all the same. Pray, where is the beast?
Still investigating. About to inspect this site. Withdraw your men before they trample all over the evidence.
Sirs, we must let the Witcher do his work. Milton's murder cannot go unavenged.
Well, it might have to go unavenged because now I don't want to kill that dude Dettlaff unless I have, like, unless I'm really forced to. Oh my god, I have, like, no health. And I'll need to fix up my sword. Have I even come across any blacksmiths here? Dunno. Oh, that's funny. I totally just bald-faced lied, didn't I, about investigating this site. I'm not doing a damn thing here. Like, normally it'd be like, oh, investigate with your Witcher senses. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I guess I know what happened here, so I don't have to. It's just really funny. Because I was starting to do it just out of habit. I don't think there's anything else really worth grabbing here anyways, though. Okay. Let's see if I can leave without getting... Yeah, okay, so they're heading out. That's good. Is there a blacksmith in Beauclair, or do I need the ducal offices? There's the table and the grindstone, but that doesn't mean... Ah, over here. The tourney. Okay. I am going to take care of some stuff. And I will meet you all before I meet Regis at the cemetery. I love that the vampires hold up at the cemetery. It just seems so appropriate. Don't mind me, I am done. Hi, Palmerin. But he'll actually... Where's the nearest travel point? Oh, no. Okay. This city is really cool. A lot of, has a different character and feel than Novigrad, which I really like. Novigrad, sorry, however you say it. A lot of those steep stairs, like, it's definitely on the, whoa, what? Side of a hill, is what I was saying.
Sir, a letter for you, sir.
Oh.
Letter? Who from?
Can't rightly say, sir. I was just to deliver it.
Isn't it awfully late out for you to be traipsing around the streets, kid? Here, have a tip.
Here. And thanks.
No, sir. Thank you. And I truly hope I'll be of service again.
Dearest.
I suspect weighty affairs, rather than merely the wine festival, have drawn you to Toussaint. Perhaps you'll find time to probe a certain matter in spite of this. I recently came across the mention of one Professor Moreau, a scholar in Beauclair, who conducted research into Witcher mutations. Though the details are rather murky, as is the location of the scholar's laboratory, his journal could contain more information. It lies buried with him in his tomb. I enclose a map I found in the book I happened upon. Though less than completely legible, I trust it will prove useful nonetheless. I felt this matter could prove of some importance to you, thus I dispatched this letter without delay. Whatever you decide, please take exceedingly good care of yourself. Your Yen.
I like that this one...
Professor who studied Witcher mutations. Might actually be worth looking into.
Okay, so this feels like the upgrade for this DLC, right? The other one was about the runes, which I didn't follow up on that much because it was too expensive.
Nice tune.
But I appreciate, the thing I really appreciate here is that it's like acknowledging the relationship with Yennefer, which the other DLC did not, and I kind of treated as a separate thing. Aha, I have found the blacksmith.
Ah, a professional. I like to trade with your kind. You actually appreciate quality workmanship.
Okay, so I went and I got some stuff repaired and I bought a new armor, which looks Okay. Good enough, I suppose. It's a little weird. But in any case, I'm now poor because I accidentally spent too much money at the armor place. Whoops. Nonetheless, I decided before I go meet Regis at the cemetery, I wanted to come check out my own, very own vineyard. Right? Look at this. I have geese. I have random old guy and old woman.
Boy, rotten times.
I guess. I think we're neighbors. I think you live next to / in my vineyard. I don't really know what my property is. But this is where I confronted the Bruxa. And now I've got... Oh, you know, it had that area I couldn't get to before. Huh. Maybe it still doesn't. Okay, well, those are my wine now. It's interesting it's not switching to the mini-map mode. I don't know why I'm looting this stuff. I should just leave it in place. No, don't press the button just to press the button. Me. Oh, I thought that the stash would be in here. Oh, I see. It's probably upstairs. There must be like a house or something. Is the actual building?
Me, oh my! I wish
Okay. So this looks like the actual building that the cellar was just under.
Welcome home, sir. I am Barnabas Basil Fawlty. By order of the Duchess, I shall serve you as Major Domo of Corvo Bianco. I previously served with distinction at the Nibley family manor and in Nazaire with Admiral Rompali, who, as you are certain to know, is an extraordinary, demanding gentleman.
Whoa, Barnabas Basil. One thing you ought to know. I'm not your typical landed gentleman. Truth be told, this is the first real property I've ever owned.
Oh, in that case, you must leave it all to me. I shall organize, see to everything, and whip the house into order. I dare say this place will soon be the most prosperous vineyard around.
Great. Can already see I'm in good hands.
Nice.
Vineyard comes across as a place with a rich history. Know who owned it before me?
Baron Rossel, who went bankrupt, forcing him to sell the estate to the Duchess. The Baron, in turn, had purchased it from Monsieur Bolius of the Headsman, a truly colorful man of Ketweni origin.
He was actually a headsman?
No, not him, but his great-grandfather. Indeed. Apparently, he was a common cut-purse who somehow secured for himself the post of ducal headsman in Beauclair. Went about his work with an exceptional penchant. They say he chopped off more heads than there are grapevines in the ducal vineyards. He never hesitated, not once. Never sliced unevenly, never botched a job. For his exemplary service, the Duke granted him a title and this estate. Monsieur Bolius, on the other hand, was an engineer in his younger years. Once retired, he settled here and took to producing wine. Sadly, misfortune struck, and he lost his sense first of smell, then of taste. Additionally, he could not drink alcohol. His medic forbade it.
Shame that. He gave up making wine?
Not at all. He made even more of it. Began throwing wild balls to which he'd invite friends from far and wide in order to treat them to his wine and delight in the fact that at least someone could enjoy it. It's the sort of man he was, Monsieur Bolius.
Alright, show me around.
Mind giving me a little tour de Corvo Bianco?
Not in the least. Follow me, please. I think it would be practical to begin on the hill. Behold, sir, your estate in all its splendor.
Pretty vast.
Indeed. And now, sir, allow me to show you a handful of interesting details. Follow me, please.
Been a major domo all your life?
Yes, I come from a long line of major domos. My father was a major domo, as was my grandfather before him, as was my great aunt. In fact, she was the one to start the tradition.
Great aunt?
A hard woman. It is said that already as a child, she knew where she was going and went there. When she arrived in Beauclair, she signed on as a chambermaid at one of the vineyards, then slowly worked her way up to major domo. She dragged the rest of the family up the same path.
I like this woman already.
And what do you get for all that work? A crook in your back?
The servants' quarters. I occupy the green home. With the Duchess's permission, I have hired a full staff. Their salaries to be paid from the ducal treasury.
Nice of her.
Not the most sightly part of the estate, I admit. But I think it's worthwhile for you as master of the domain to know where the help stays.
That is very generous of her to pay for my staff. I mean, I appreciate it. I don't have the money. I have like 700 gold right now because I spent it all on pants. Anyways.
Baron Rossel ordered the vines in this part of the estate uprooted and olive groves planted in their place. They look beautiful, especially come spring.
Don't look at all bad now either.
Excuse us, excuse us.
Down below lies your vineyard, where we grow a strain of Carfanere, one of the world's oldest. Aged in oak barrels, it provides for an exquisite wine with distinct blackberry, wild cherry, plum, and cinnamon notes. Marvelous.
Have to try it one of these days.
I'm not a huge wine person, but it does sound pretty good.
Nice well. Picturesque.
Yes, though it ran dry long ago. During the raucous feasts Master Bolius held, he would order it filled with wine. There's a tale about a guest attending a Bolius ball for the first time and thus unaware of the custom. He had suffered great heartbreak and had decided to end his life by jumping into the well. The festivities were coming to a close, and the well was nearly empty when the suicidal guest finally jumped. Instead of killing himself, he merely broke his legs.
Ugh.
To numb the pain, he drank the wine.
Drank himself to death?
Not at all. When found the next day, he had concluded he'd witnessed twin miracles. The water had been changed into wine, and he had survived. He retired to a monastery in the Dragon Mountains and began preaching the wisdoms of Nebbiolo.
It's so picturesque. Nice little stream running through it. All these people doing the hard work that I don't have to do. Getting paid by somebody who's not me.
Monsieur Bolius' wife Nina kept a garden here. A supremely lovely place it was.
Bit neglected now.
I agree. Yet nothing stands in the way of restoring it to its former glory, and once again planting it with herbs and other vegetation.
What else you got for me? Oh, that's pretty. The roses.
Madame Nina planted diminutive, delicate flowers and herbs here. One might say their aroma still hangs in the air.
You're quite the romantic, Barnabas Basil.
He doesn't disagree.
This
does
served
that
as
mean?
an additional wine cellar in years of plentiful harvests.
Bit of work and it'll make a fine stable for Roach.
What do you get for all that work? A cook in Quebec once so...
The cellars, voila. During Monsieur Bolis's time, wine was kept here, but Baron Rossel used it to store olive oil as well. I took the liberty of cleaning up the mess, which...
I made while finding the Bruxa. Thanks, Barnabas Basil. Appreciate it.
This is a pretty cool place. It's neat that they're giving me... Like, sometimes in games you get a house. Like Breath of the Wild, you get a house at some point. But this is like a full-on estate.
As you can see, the facade is, how to put it, slightly stained. But one cannot deny it. A certain subtle southern charm.
True, though it could use a bit of subtle paint.
Yeah, a little bit. I wonder how I upgrade it, if I upgrade it.
And welcome inside.
Yeah.
On the left is the master bedroom. On the right, the dining hall and kitchen. Upstairs, you shall find the guest room, currently used for storage.
Not a bad idea.
At the moment, the house is only minimally furnished. Yet I believe we will, together, devise some innovative arrangements. A few paintings, for instance, would breathe new life into
Hey,
the
I bought a
image.
painting in the last DLC.
That's so you've seen the full lay of the land. Corvo Bianco is a beautiful estate. One must admit, time has taken its toll. Forgive me for being forward, but if you were to choose to invest a small sum towards its beautification, consider me at your service on the matter.
Think I'll take you up on that. Be sure to come and see you if I decide to do any remodeling.
Yeah, okay, I undoubtedly do not have enough money,
Most
but...
decidedly, sir. The question is where you would like to begin this rejuvenation.
Been
maybe
thinking
the
about the
house?
outer walls. Maybe a fresh coat of paint or some patching.
If I might dare to make a suggestion, why not start with a general renovation? I once oversaw such work at Admiral Rompelli's summer residence. The effects were simply breathtaking. Not only did the residence positively sparkle afterwards, but we also made room to display the Admiral's armor and weapons, of which he was a passionate collector.
Yeah, I do not have enough money for that.
Need to think it over some.
I understand, of course. As the venerable Lady Eve Knibley would so quaintly put it, the rash oft contract rashes.
So I'll assume all of this is way too expensive for me right now.
BB. Thanks.
BB. I don't understand some of the economy stuff in this game, because as far as I can tell, I sometimes get money for doing contracts, but those are limited availability. They're not like repeatable. I also get money by selling to merchants, but merchants have limited funds to give me, so there seems to be a cap on the money I can have. But these things are like, I don't know, it feels like maybe if I hadn't ever bought armor all game, but I have bought armor. Okay, so this is the guest room. I don't know, I feel like there's something maybe that I'm just totally missing in terms of how to acquire money, because there's no way I have enough money for like the first DLC stuff and this DLC stuff. Like, I don't. But it's cool. Look at this. I'm gonna put the Starry Night over the Pontar. Oh, it's so wonderful. Use the bookshelf? Question mark? Oh. Oh, quest books. That's kind of neat. Where's my stash, however? There. Oh, I can put some trophies. No items in inventory. Okay. Okay, I grabbed a few random stuff out of the stash that I had put in there, some like swords that I don't actually need. I see. And I'm going to try selling those so at least I have some money again.
Rather be an eagle than a quail. Yes, I should.
What do you get for all
I love having a vineyard. This is pretty great though. Big fan. But I think that's gonna be all I have time for today. Next time I will have to meet up with the vampire. That's gonna be the plan. Alright, I'll catch you later. Bye.